Hi guys, I hope all of you are doing well. Welcome back to Your Nifty Guy. Today's market was a bit tricky, not range bound, but the price action was choppy and full of fake moves. These are the kind of sessions that really test your patience and discipline because it's easy to get caught on the wrong side if you're not being careful. We'll go over exactly how the market moved, what trades I took, and what we can learn from the price action. Then we'll plan the setup for tomorrow. I'll share the key levels I'm watching, how I'm positioning for the next clean move, and what I'll be keeping an eye on at the open. If you're finding these daily breakdowns useful, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share it with your trading friends or trading communities that you might be a part of. Let's get started directly with the charts. So for today, what we had planned was that this will be a no trading zone for us. Above this high, we were looking for a long with a pullback. Below this low, we're looking for a short with a pullback. Market again opened flattish. And then again, after protecting this yesterday's low, market eventually gave us a breakout from the level that we had marked, right? Apart after this particular breakout, we also got the pullback that we needed. This was the first trade that I took early in the morning, which was at the breakout of this particular high. I entered into longs. Now, for me, this was a low probable trade from the very start. The reason, number one, I always tell you guys to look at where the market is coming before the breakout is happening. And if we see the market had already traveled quite a bit, right? Uh, and then post this particular move, which had come in our favor or in the direction in which we were looking to take a trade, the probability of it going much higher after a breakout directly becomes quite low. But then still, setup as per our plan is something that we need to take. So what we can do is, like me, I reduce the quantities today, and I had entered at the break of this particular high with very low quantities, my stop loss being just below this red candle swing. Markets made a new high, gave me a pullback, again made a new high. I shifted my stop loss from here to below this particular swing, which was immediately taken out in the next 10 minutes. I took a stop loss of approximately 5 points on this particular trade, a very small, minuscule stop loss, if you ask me. But then again, it is about the discipline. It is about making a trade plan and then trading that plan, right? What is the purpose of planning everything and not taking the trades? Of course, we'll keep in mind everything that market has already traveled quite a lot of distance already. And again, this is will be a low probable trade. But then, sometimes the markets will surprise you. And if all those people who would have shorted the markets around here after this particular high is get taken out, if markets would have moved above this, it could have also initiated a short covering rally. So you need to take calculated risks. The risk here was very small. That was the reason I entered into this particular trade. And again, I also moved the stop loss right here at the very quickly, right, without any giving it a second thought. Plus, if you observe here, while these highs were being made, RSI, my dear friend RSI was making new lows, which is RSI divergence, and that was the reason I decided to exit and cut the trade around here, right? So there's a saying about the simple quote that if you board a wrong train, it is a very good and suggestful thing to get down at the earliest, because the longer or the further away you go from the wrong station, the costlier it will get you to come back to your original station, right? And of course, this is not about trains. So uh, I hope you get the message. So realizing that, okay, even though as per the set, everything was as per the setup, but the trade ought to be taken if it ought to be taken. And all we need to do is keep our risk in check. And that is what I did. Post this again, as you can see, the price action was extremely choppy and sideways, and no further trades were taken by me. So that was about today's trading. Now we'll quickly plan for tomorrow. We'll be deleting these levels. Right now, if we observe on a 15 minutes time frame, market seems to be have formed a temporary low around here. with today's price action, today's daily candle, if we look again going in our favor. But then again, I would have really liked it if we would have got a closing above previous day's high, right? But then again, this is a candle which is not a complete preconditions fulfilling for us. The low is higher than previous low, of course. The high is also higher than previous high, but then the closing is below the prior high. And I would have loved it, and it would have been a much more stronger candle for me had it been uh, had it closed around here. Also, on a daily time frame, the retracement or the pullback that we have got is very shallow for me. And I would have been much more happier if we would have gotten some pullback still around these levels and markets would have reversed from these levels, right? Because right now the pullback which is there is extremely, extremely shallow. And that is something which might play out, might not play out. So again, right now we are, like I said, we might be sideways for some time, then again come back and test those levels and then again go up, or we can go up from here as well. So there are two things that you can assume about this particular market. So maybe if the pullback is shallower, the buying is good and we can ultimately expect some good momentum, or it might just be a trap as well. So again, we will not be, like I always tell you guys, will not be predicting anything, but simply be prepared for anything and everything. And right now, what we'll do is we'll take one day at a time. So on a 75 minutes time frame, around here, we have again gotten a good double bottom. I hope you guys are able to observe it, right? So around here, we've got a good double bottom. Let's see if we get a follow through or not tomorrow. And we are at a critical juncture. Maybe I am expecting the markets can consolidate here for some more time before deciding the next course of action. So we'll keep one day at a time. We'll trade with caution. We'll trade with strict stop losses. And we'll keep the plan of action very simple for tomorrow. Although we are very near to this particular swing high, which is slightly above, I will still be willing to take a long trade above this high with a pullback. And with today's low and today's high, I will be marking out the zero point 0.5 to 0.618 zone, right? I'll not be doing the same mistake. I'll quickly mark it green. Below this, we will be looking for a short entry if we open with a gap down or something. Uh, Flattish opening, and then we come down, we get a buying kind of price action around here. This can be a good place to go long as well. Below this short, below this particular low, of course, short, but then again, it all depends on where we are opening tomorrow. So we'll keep it very, very simple. And again, let the price give us some direction, a clear direction, right? Before we can go aggressive with our trading. Until then, my suggestion would be to keep your quantities lower. Right. And this high is also a very important high, guys. So because this is where the selling came in from. So we are very close to it. We can expect maybe we go around here and we expect some kind of a pullback. First, a selling comes in from this level, and then we eventually break it. So whatever it is, we'll be looking at it uh, one day at a time, or maybe like I say, one candle at a time. So whatever it is the market, whatever the market has in store for us, we'll be prepared for it. So, all right, guys, yeah, that's it for today's breakdown. Yes, it was a choppy session, but remember, days like these are what shape better traders. Staying patient when the market's messy is also a skill. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and keep me motivated to bring you these daily setups. And I'll leave you with this thought. Clarity often comes after confusion. So keep showing up, keep observing, and the market will eventually reward your discipline. I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, stay safe, stay disciplined. Cheers, and thanks for tuning in.